Hello everybody, my name is Jan Gustafsson and I've aged dramatically over the last couple hours. Now let's change this. Sorry I'm late, sorry for all the confusion, sorry. Gustafsson, almost right. Here we go. It's the final hours of our lovely Banter 72 hours sprint. And as you can see, I am not capable of making any sense whatsoever anymore. However, what I would like to do is play a bit of Bullet. I'm tired of all these long games. So challenge me to a 1-0 game. Challenge Bulletthon, that is, to a 1-0 game, if anybody's watching this. And let's play some Bullet. Let's see how the screens are. Oops, this is the chat and all the videos. I should probably bring up a chessboard first. Are there any challenges for Banter Boy? Here we are. Sleep till 7. Yeah, I wish I could sleep till 7. That's when I've been going to bed these days. I'm not a very strong Bullet player. Oh, neither is Bulletthon apparently. He has 1507 and a Niklas profile pick. See, that's what you get for pre-moving. Already a pawn down. But sleep till 7 is also a pre-move freak, and his pre-moves have turned out even more costly than mine, because now I took a couple of his pieces. Strategy seems to be to make extremely random moves extremely quickly, which can be a viable approach, but in general, if you lose too many pieces early on in a Bullet game, it might backfire, because pieces are still pieces. And he's really dedicated to giving me all of his, which is a risky strategy. This is not a game of losers. Is that what it's called? Sleep till 7. You want to keep some pieces to later trick me. He's been fast though, but not fast enough to flag me before getting checkmated. I'm afraid. You know what? Two can play the pre-move game. Exciting, this Bullet thingy. It's like a rush of blood to the head. As for the schedule, I think I'll play an hour of Bullet and then our friends Jan Gustafsson and Ilya Zargatsky will wrap up the show. So keep the Bullet challenges incoming. I feel Bulletthon is a little underrated in this department. What's going on, Magic 1974? You can't have challenged me more than a minute ago, and you're gone already? We don't have that kind of time. I have a feeling I left my podcast running on my phone, so I'll run over there and switch it off, and if he makes a move in the meantime, I might have lost some time. It's gonna be very exciting. Where's my phone? Here. It's making noises. Good old comedy bang bang. Looks like Magic 1974 challenged and then insta disappeared. So I'm gonna have to abort this game and find someone else. In case you're confused, I want to play some Bullet games, so keep your 1-minute challenges coming in. I'm not very good at Bullet because I'm slow, even though it should play to my natural flagging instincts, but somehow it doesn't, because I think I lack mouse skills for the real action. See, and I always pre-move in the wrong moment. Many Bullet weaknesses. However, I am still pretty good at grabbing rooks. I wouldn't say I'm world class at grabbing rooks, but it is one of the things that I do excel at. I'm less good at keeping my knights. Wow, I'm really a terrible Bullet player. But a rook is a rook, as we say. Pin. Winning by pinning. That's my backup strategy. And that pin convinced Fierce Grace to call it a game. Let's play Taste Your Lose. It's very tough what to pre-move on the first move. Normally I pre-move knight f6, so I end up playing a lot of Alekhines. The problem with d4, with c5 as a pre-move, is if they go d4, I'm really kind of unhappy after d4, c5, d5. Don't like that position much. So in general, I try to avoid those. I have a plan. I want to plant my knight on the c3 square. I like pre-moving. Pre-moving is fun. And I like taking exchanges. I used to be good at bullet. In like the late 90s, I think I was one of the better bullet players in the world. But then, old age, lack of speed, lack of mojo, many bad things happened to me. And I lost that ability. It's mainly lack of speed on the finish line, but I have a feeling I have a great bullet career behind me, so there is still lots to be reminisced about. Willy Wonka. It'll be harder to check the chat while reading the thingy, but try I shall. Juco Piano. Now that's the bullet opening one wants. No, we get action. Knight g5. Can I pre-move this? Not sure. Can I pre-move this? No. Forgot theory, but who cares? I think you're supposed to go knight e7 first, but once again, the grabbing skills are always in place. They are a trustworthy companion, even with limited time. Queen a4, confused. Nah, I don't need that knight for the finale grande in Alemania. He's coming, he's here, have no fear. I think me singing will really make us lose both of our viewers. So I should not overdo that. Thanks for the game. Willie. Don William, sorry. Oh, DBs. Now this is a true bullet icon. An icon of the fast game. Mr. DBs himself. David Martinez, the international man of mystery. But he wasn't ready for my a6 pre-move. Maybe he was. You know what? I'll just pre-move random things, DBs. You do what makes you happy. I do what makes me happy. And we're both happy, according to my calculations. And what makes me tremendously happy is taking all your pawns normally. I didn't see bishop c3 coming. Threw me off guard. Badly. See, I'm panicking. He can take b7. He can do many bad things to me. Way too slow. So, time to speed up a little bit. Don't know what's going on in this position, but I have a feeling I will probably be too slow. Takes. Did DBs calculate all this? Maybe he's doing it now. Oh, he's queening with check. So unfortunate. He can see right through all my intentions. Well, he's trying to make sense, which tends to be a mistake. But he flagged me anyway. Good job, DBs. Too weak, too slow. Whom else can we play? Zimba number 7. What's going on? I have to keep looking at this deepest position. King c3, king takes b3. End of game. Something went wrong. The side froze. It was not ready for my warp speed. DBs is celebrating. And rightly so. What is going on? Did I crash the site with all of this scary speed? Go back, go back, go back. Very confusing things are happening here. I don't get it. We're back on track after clicking buttons for a while. Let's see whom else we got. Challenge me to bullet games, guys. I don't wanna spend any more time than necessary thinking about anything. No more 3-0 challenges for me. Keep them 1-0. Keep them 100. Poor Bulletthon. Is he gonna break 2000 in bullet during this session? I'm not sure, because I won't be here for very long. But I'll do my very best. Big theory debate here against OGSG. The Pelican, one of my favorite bullet openings. Pre-move. I have no clue what to do here. Should get in b5 at one point or another. What is this? This looks like a normal chess game. Let's attack the queen, at the very least. Whoa! Such unwarranted aggression from OGSG. Not sure I'll be able to handle it. What have I done to you, OG? I understand you're an OG, but is there anything I've done to offend you? Did I disrespect you in any way? Why are you crushing me like this? Why are you doing this? Come back. Bishop on g7 is really not a very useful piece. But the rook on g1 was quite useful, so I'm happy I got rid of that one. And the end is near. I'm getting into the pre-move flow. Thanks for the game, OGSG. Here we go again. Let's play Vegeta. Vegeta, an international chess master. Who are these people? C6, whatever. Whatevs. Is this all theory? Is this what you study in your little chamber, Vegeta? I should know such things, but I do not know. I will never know. Oh, actually, I know this stuff. I lost this painfully to Kramnik. Looks like Vegeta has studied my games very deeply and knows how to punish me, how to bring the heat. What is this? You're trying to play a friendly bullet game and people play like sharp mainline theory for 800 moves? Is this what the world has come to? I guess it is. Anyway, let's grab some pawns and hope for the best, the usual strategy. Queen h4. Everybody's so aggressive. Relentless aggression from all sides of the board. Missed that move. Ugh, and I'm too slow. Now I'm starting to panic again. Played some surprising moves there. Very surprising. Draw, but I can checkmate him with a bishop. I guess a draw is kind of, let's call it fair. Let's try to play our friend Zimba again. See if it works this time around, or if it crashes the site another time. There we go. Really not a good bullet player. I'll play the Taimanov for a change. Van Kampen style. This is also the reason I gotta leave soon. I gotta let Mr. Van Kampen in, so he has a place to crash, because he's coming to Hamburg and is gonna record some more, hopefully, fun video series. Well, I keep blundering knight b5 tricks, but that is not my primary concern right now. Almost lost a piece there. I did lose a piece. I missed queen d3, but there's still some tricks. There's always some tricks. Never underestimate the power of tricks. Queen g2 is a threat and knight takes d3 is a threat. So that upsets Zimba greatly. Sorry, Zimba. However, not all is lost. Can still continue. Rook f2, take it from there. But don't spend too much time on it, because then the odds will not improve. Zimba's speeding up, but it kind of hurt him in the piece count. Thank you for the game. Okay, Bulletthon, you can do this. Let's play the Jake EX. If I see the score right, the Jake EX has been bullying poor Banty boy throughout this session. Time for some payback. Is this your specialty, Jake? But do you know bishop e7? Kitty game is down the street. Now it's theory, Jan. I can see the Jakester, as I like to call him, being a bit of a bully. He has this Dragon Ball profile pic. He's moving quickly, confidently. Very intimidating presence, the Jakester. Did I blunder that pawn? Why did I do that? That was uncalled for. The Jakester is trying to checkmate me. Not the most friendly of plans. I pawn down, but I have some well-placed pieces, so not all hope is lost. But I'm too slow. I need to come up with some sort of idea. Like the Jakester switched to random mode. Can't blame him. But the good old flagging skills did come through in the end. Excitement. In case you're confused, you're zooming in because we've played Blitz games for 70 hours. I just need to unravel and play a bit of Bullet. So challenge me to 1-0 games. And crushed you shall be. What about Tim Stemler? Too fast, too furious. Here we go. Is this a good bullet opening? You can pre-move lots of moves. Very hard to stop me from doing all this stuff. Nah, knight c3 is risky already. He might go d5, but I think d4 is quite a safe pre-move. What's going on, Tim? You're opening your theory book? This is not the time to do that. This is not the time to wonder. See, my hand-eye coordination sadly leaves a lot to be desired, which really hurts my bullet game. Why didn't I start with d5? Now we're gonna have to win the game all over again. Queen b4. Queen b4 scared me more. I think in bullet it's easier to have the queen than the two rooks. Like objectively this position should be winning for me. That's much harder to coordinate two rooks than to just move around with the queen. See? Queen is already creating inroads into my position. I don't want to draw. Can't give you a draw, Tim. I have to run with the king. Oh, he took. I expected a check. He didn't give a check. Oh, that was a painful surprise. But I won on time. Not a very good game. I'm not very good at this thing. Let's play Adon Vito number 25. He's not number 1, he's not even number 2, he's number 25 on the Adon Vito list. And he's another Juco piano proponent. Not the most exciting opening ever invented, if you ask me. This is Juco piano, but it is very solid, and you can ask some questions, so I'm not saying it's bad or anything at all. I'm actually misplaying it here, proving that it's not bad. I have to eat a bit of humble pie, start retreating. Oh, I could have taken that. Why didn't I take that? I'll take it next move, if I'm given another chance. No, not another chance. Back to my core qualifications. Grabbing things. King g1, only move. Nope. Thanks, Mr. Adon Vito. Oh, the Quankster. What does the Quankster do? And why has he turned against Banter? What has Banter done to insult you, Mr. Cuenca? Is this how they play in Malaga? No, I don't think he's from Malaga. Where's he from? Granada? I don't know. We never talk. I don't know his origin story. We need to do a Cuenca origins at one point. My position looks quite good because I have this thing which we call a protected passed pawn. I think that's what we call it. Lightning fast, the Quankster. I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of plan. I know he wanted to go queen to h5. Not gonna be able to do it, but it's still gonna be hard to break through. Let's open the h file. Let's have a little fun. Not much fun, admittedly, but a little. Have a little patience. I had the feeling at some point we will both forget about this bishop. That's exactly what happened. But time is running out. Feeling I'm gonna stalemate him. No, I managed to avoid the stalemate. Oh, I got a badge. Winning streak, 5 bullet games. That is great news. All right, let's keep this rolling. Let's play El Padre, El Padrino. Pepe was justly punished for his betrayal of Banter. Banter still sporting a Niklas pick. Should change it, but no time. And Niklas is gonna be back in a minute. Therefore, we might leave the pick. Did he change it? I had this nice top leg pick of his, which I expertly implemented, but it looks like he didn't like it and he changed it. Can we blame him? This is some Benoni situation. Sharp position. I don't really understand Benoni's, which I'm sure you guys can tell by me blundering the d6 pawn. But at least it's tricky. See? Lots of tricks. More tricks. Things can escalate quickly in the Benoni. All of a sudden you're checkmated. Thanks, El Padre. Who's next? See some 5-minute challenges. Challenge me to 1-minute games. You can play Blitz when Messieurs Huschenbeit and Zaragatsky return in half an hour, or I'm not sure what they'll be up to. We'll find out. But I want to use my last hour to play mind-numbing Bullet. Pre-move. Take on e5. I dare you. Okay, that was a tarp. He saw through my tarp. Attack. Knight g4 doesn't win yet. That's too bad. Probably bishop f2 or something won. But who can figure these things out? Oh, he actually has a plan. I thought he'd just play totally random moves, but he went after my poor d3, pride and joy. That changes things greatly, Mr. Ajedrecista. I didn't think this through, I have to admit. I guess I'm material down at the end of this exciting sequence. Yeah, didn't work as planned. But there is still hope. Oh, gf3 might have been a mistake in layman's terms. Why has he like made 800 more moves than me over the last couple moves? I thought I was pre-moving everything. It looks like he's made all the moves and I've got nothing. He's got the moves. I ran out of time? I must have some lag, come on. I didn't think for a second. That was confusing, but good game Ajedrecista, who also crushed me on the chessboard. Still, something was wrong there. I think he was just too connected. Let's play Schachtiger 55. More Sicilians. g3. That's one of the most solid lines to meet the Taimanov. I'm not quite sure what the Campster recommended here. I've done many different things against these g3 setups over the years, and looks like that was another case of a risky pre-move. It only cost a pawn, so it wasn't that risky. But still, sometimes this pre-move business can lead you to dark places. This looks like a pretty good position. I only want to get my fair share. I'm not greedy, Schachtiger. I don't want all your pieces, just the ones that I feel like I deserve. Oh, let's not get the wrong idea. Over there, for h7. It's insane how slow I am. In spite of all this flagging experience, I just can't make moves very quickly. But the mate was imminent, so Schachtiger has seen enough. Sorry, I can't keep up much with the chat. As you can see, even without talking, I can barely play a game of Bullet. Just too slow. Let's play against Andre Meylan. I gotta stop this habit of pre-moving a6 in the Caro-Kann. Never gets me anything good. Random moving around. I believe my structure is better than his structure, so I shouldn't be too unhappy about the preceding so far. However, I also shouldn't be too happy. See, I always blunder knight d7, but people never call me out on it. h4. Guess he didn't get the memo that I am Pawn Grabovich. You do whatever you like, I grab as many things as I can get my greedy hands on. They are very greedy, look at those. Pawn ending. Why did I do that? I know I'm slow. But fast enough. Thanks for the game, Andre Meylan. How's Banty Boy doing? Is he approaching 2000? I think he got to 2000, which is probably his rough playing strength in Bullet. Poor Banty. He's had a tough time rating-wise. Let's see if Katzenpfote is with us. Knight b1, creative, but I'm not pre-moving. I'm sure Katzenpfote is regretting his shenanigans now. Like I made a bit more progress than him, like in the development department over the last couple moves, or at least it feels that way. Pressure. Relentless pressure. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Very nonsensical. Vampire. Oh no, it's a 3-minute game. I want 1-minute challenges. Max Buaraba. Nah, I'll pre-move knight f6, just in case. Don't want any funny knight b5 business. Or any funny business, really. I hate fun, is what I'm trying to say. Does this work, or is knight d5 winning a pawn? I think knight d5 is winning a pawn. People, do not call me out on my blunders. Enough. Also shouldn't spend 8 minutes on this move. But I did. Way behind on the clock. Time to speed up a little bit. Get the board out of the way. But yeah, this does not bode well for me. Behind on the clock and on the board. One of the two you can deal with, but both tends to be tough. Now I allowed him to get to an endgame. That was also very uncalled for. But some expert flagging in the end. Sorry, Max, not the most deserved of victories. Let's play Zombie. Mr. Zombie. That's the danger of pre-moving to c4. If you go knight f3, I'll go e5. Not that much happening. I have a slight initiative, but it's by no means fatal. Now it quickly became quite fatal. Pieces still matter. You know what? I think a6 is a good pre-move. I have a feeling you can't go wrong with a6 here. And a6 got the job done. I got the active bullet player badge. Banter. Apparently hasn't played a lot of bullet in his life. Let's see if Conte Yellow has. Alright, 15 minutes to go. Oh, and now I'm paying the price for pre-moving. This doesn't look very healthy. Actually looks kind of unhealthy. F5 is a little overzealous though, Conte Yellow, if you ask me. Probably he's not asking me. Seems to be a strong player though, Conte Yellow. You're not playing a lot of bullet either, or why is your rating only, quote unquote, 1500? Because he's crushing Benty. I think even Banter is still maybe a little underrated. Maybe he's not. Playing moves like knight g4 does not look like the definition of underrated, frankly. Yeah, Banty's in trouble again. Poor Banty. So weak, so slow. Has to fight for his life every single game. Can't be fun being Banty. Come back. Was a looming checkmate, so Conte Yellow did resign. Let's play Luca ND. Question in the chat, if Taco is married, we should call him Taco. Taco Vallejo. Not to my knowledge, but I'm not sure. You never know with Paco. Sometimes you don't see him for a while and all of a sudden things have changed. But according to my knowledge, Taco Paco is not married. Grab a piece here, which is always an exciting thing to do, isn't it? And a pawn. You know what? I was gonna say rook e1. I'll go knight f5 anyway and sacrifice something. But now I don't have to, because I'm a piece up. And Luca ND resigns. Who can blame him? Let's play Aldisto. Bulletthon 2075. Nah, I guess I should be still stronger than that in Bullet, but I'm really not very good. I guess I can get to 2700, but I can't play with the top dogs on this side. Just too slow, both on the clock and in the head, to get the job done. You know what? You can try to checkmate me. Oh, and is this good old trick working again? People still falling for that? Looks like it. Queen trapped. I've seen this trick in a similar position, so it was not over the board inspiration. Not exactly in this position, but under similar circumstances. Troubles keep mounting in the Aldisto household. Where the head of the household is under heavy attack. And Aldisto resign because there is trouble incoming on a2. Alors, 10 more minutes to go. Let's play against... no, please challenge me to one minute games this time around. I'm sorry for the sudden change of pace, but I felt like throwing in an hour of Bullet. Let's play Q3 DM17. See, that's why it's risky to pre-move. Guys can always change their mind, even though he just played e6. What's gonna stop him from still playing e5? And then the poor knighty is under attack. Nothing wrong with a good old pawn grab in any situation. Not sure if that's literally true, but it's my philosophy. And one needs a coat. A man needs a coat. That's what I learned from Dexter. And who am I to argue? My coat is the pawn grabbery school. And Q3DM has seen enough. Thank you for the game. Yeah, I managed to get dressed after that game against Paddleman. Threw on a sweater. Didn't really dress up that much for you guys. But it's only an hour of Bullet, so I'm sure you'll forgive me. Why do I keep apologizing? So self-conscious. Let's play Bipolainen. Magically, we've transposed to a main line of the English opening. Where, of course, I won't develop any pieces. I will, once again, preach to the god of grabbing pawns, but Bipolainen did not allow me to get my fair share of his queenside pawns, which is regrettable. I thought I made a compelling argument for getting that b7 or c6 pawn, but he wasn't feeling it, so what can you do if your opponent is not cooperating? Here we go. Give a little bit of your pawns to me. It's give and take. Well, I prefer doing the taking, I have to admit, but two can play that game. He's going for a last-minute attack. By last minute, I mean last 10 seconds. This will confuse the issue even further. Jaque mate. Who's next? Mr. Bluesy. Did I just play Bluesy? Maybe I didn't. See? Greed. Well-known little trick. You do not want that pawn. Okay. There's always time to grab an extra pawn. There is always time. Bluesy's seen enough. Thanks for the game, Bluesy. Who else could possibly be a victim? Keep the 1-minute challenges coming. Actually, yeah, there's not that much time left. So let's see if I find someone whom I haven't played it at all yet in any discipline. I'll give them preference. Like Mr. Desafinado Gusfran. It's all over the place already in the opening. Pawns left, pawns right. I must punish him for this. I'm not very eloquent. Must punish him for this. Can't think of word. So let's go with awkward pause instead. He's playing well actually, knight g4. And if anything, I'm worse. Could also have to do with the fact that I'm not playing well. But often those two things go hand in hand. Pawn. Pawn. Horsey square. Pawn. Once again, it is a privilege to be able to give you guys insights into the deep thoughts of a chess grandmaster. This is checkmate. Alright, let's get in 2 more quick games. Against Vigi Yogi and then against someone else. I don't like c5 as a pre-move. Maybe it's time to pre-move g6. You can't really go wrong with g6. The problem is I'm not very good at any g6 related positions. I don't know, I guess this stuff could be theory. I don't really have a clue. Looks normal. I got the pawn back and now we have another IQP scenario where brave people might just take on e6. Might be a good move. I'm not one of these brave people, so I probably would not do it, but it might be pretty decent positional exchange sacrifice here. Now we have sort of hanging pawns, and yeah, I've made a completely ridiculous move in bishop c4, so Vega Yogi is doing quite well here. c4 is asking some unpleasant questions. Unpleasant questions, that's how you say it. Unpleasant questions, so I'm a bit worse, but of course I'm always game for grabbing a pawn, even if it blunders in exchange. However, this case I believe that was actually a good decision because I ruined his central structure, while my structure is all of a sudden very, very healthy. So I believe that was objectively a good idea, but the position itself is still not clear at all, really. Try to confuse things. Queen e5, bishop f2, rook e5, also bishop f2 was the plan. And it looks like the clock situation has gotten a little out of hand for Vigi Yogi. Thank you for the game. Now the newbie, Mariucci. Maybe this is his first game ever on Chess24, I don't know. Maybe, but then he's probably not that used to playing Bullet. If it's his first game ever, we'll find out. I'm planning to win by sacrificing my bishop on h7. I'll announce that right now. But no, Mariucci has seen that movie before. Can't be fooled with that, by that, like that. Still, looks like I'm doing alrighty. There's more waves of this attack coming. Trouble, I wish I could give you sound advice here, but I guess I'm not gonna be able to do it. Let's get rid of this knight, just in case it bothers me later. No, Mariucci resigns. Alright guys, one more game, then I'm out of here, like Mother Nature. No one knew? Elias 03. Hulleberg Sidali. Sorry if I bungled that name. Gimme. I'm not sure if knight takes f2 was the best move, but I didn't feel like retreating there. This looked like it can't be that bad at the very least. Because, you know, there's all kinds of unpleasant checks in the air, and all of a sudden it is over before it began. Sometimes chess can be cruel like that. That wraps it up for me my part of the 72-hour Banterthon. Stay tuned though, there's still an hour to go with, I believe, Niklas and Ilya Zaragatsky, whomever we can find in the office that has a Grandmaster title. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company through these night shifts, the day shifts. Thanks everybody for participating. Some superstars like Paco Vallejo, Peter Svidler came to join us on the silly Banterthon mission. My partner in crime, Pepe Cuenca, who's done his usual absurd hours while keeping a lot of energy. Sopiko, Guramishvili, of course, Ilya and Niklas, whom you're gonna see in a minute. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Somebody, Chess Explained, Christoph Zilecki, also joined the fun. I hope that's the list, else I feel really, really bad. Apologies to whomever I forgot. Thank you guys for staying with us. Go Premium to not only play against Grandmasters, but also get a lot of Grandmaster advice, a lot of cool tools on the side. I do believe it's the best investment you can make if you want to improve your chess game. Thanks for watching the show. See you guys pretty soon. I'm not going anywhere. Bye bye.